Coco Gauff's remarkable 2025 season. Title triumphs, daring double faults, and spectacular aces revealed. The 2025 tennis season will forever be remembered as the year Coco Gauff stretched the boundaries of her greatness, sometimes soaring with breathtaking brilliance, other times crashing in storms of pressure, imperfections, and wildly unpredictable moments that left fans breathless. It was a season defined by triumphant titles, daring double faults that echoed around stadiums, and aces struck with such electricity that commentators struggled to find new superlatives. Gauff didn't just play tennis in 2025. She performed, she fought, she evolved, and she reminded the world why she remains a heartbeat of American tennis. A season of expectations and explosions. When the season began in January, expectations hovered over Gauff like a constellation of stars. After her career-defining slam win in 2024 and a surge into permanent top 3 territory, analysts were calling 2025 her coronation year, the season she could become not just a champion, but the champion. But Coco Gauff thrives in chaos as much as in structure. She didn't deliver a clean, polished, robotic season. She delivered an unforgettable one. Every tournament felt like an adventure. Every match brought a twist. And every win or loss seemed to contribute to a larger story unfolding in real time. Fire the early shockwaves. A blaze of momentum. Gauff came out firing in Australia. The energy was sharp, the footwork crisp, the attitude unmistakably fierce. Sydney International, where the run began. Her title win at the Sydney International was a thunderbolt. She breezed through the early rounds, survived a nail-biting semi-final against Daria Kasatkina, and dominated the final with booming serves and ruthless baseline play. But it was her demeanor that stole headlines. ESPN declared, "Gauff isn't warming up for the season, she's announcing it." Commentators marveled not just at her tennis, but at her composure. She looked like a young woman who had figured things out, who had found a groove she intended to ride deep into the year. Tennis Australian Open drama. The double faults heard around the world. Then came Melbourne, the place where Coco Gauff showcased both her most glorious tennis and her most bewildering collapse. She played some of her best tennis to reach the semifinals, using her explosive athleticism and improved shot selection to defeat a string of dangerous opponents. Her quarterfinal, in particular, was a masterpiece. 11 aces, 22 winners, and a performance so commanding that Rod Laver Arena roared with admiration. But the semifinal was chaos. Against Aryna Sabalenka, Gauff began firing double faults, one then another, and then a streak of 7 across just 2 service games. Analysts called it the meltdown no one saw coming. Fans online insisted the pressure was getting to her. Critics resurrected old doubts about her serve. And yet, what many forget is that even in that storm, she fought like a champion. She saved break points with monstrous forehands. She counterpunched with spirit. She made Sabalenka earn the victory point by point. It wasn't a defeat, it was a message. Coco Gauff doesn't fold. She battles. Trophy Miami Magic, a title for the ages. If Melbourne was heartbreak, Miami was healing. Gauff delivered one of the most emotionally powerful runs of her career in her home country, surrounded by fans who cheered every step. She overcame early serving issues, rebuilt her rhythm, and grew stronger with every match. The semifinal was pure spectacle, an ace-filled shootout that showcased her growth. And when she lifted the trophy, the tennis world was reminded, never count Coco out. Not after a slump, not after criticism, not after mass overanalysis of her technique. Miami was her rebirth. Direct hit European clay, a symphony of strength and struggle. Clay's season brought a mixed bag. Moments of brilliance, bouts of inconsistency, and flashes of dominance that thrilled European crowds. Madrid, the statement win, her run to the Madrid semifinal, was one of the most complete performances of her year. She served big, she attacked with confidence, and she showcased a fearless willingness to step inside the court, a big leap from her defensive past. Rome, a journey of grit. In Rome, her quarterfinal victory over Elena Rybakina turned into a trending phenomenon online. With swirling winds and slippery lines, Gauff survived 3 match points, finishing with a line-painting ace that drew one of the loudest clay court roars of the season. She did win the Rome title, But she won something else, a reputation as the mental Iron Woman of the Tour. France Roland Garros, the Parisian roller coaster. Paris was a storybook in its own right. Gauff arrived as a top favorite. She demolished opponents with intelligent tennis, mixing heavy topspin with explosive finishing power. Her quarterfinal was perhaps the performance of her season, an irresistible blend of sharp angles, unreturnable serves, and athletic dominance. But her semifinal brought back the serving ghosts. Double faults crept in, her timing faltered, and unforced errors haunted critical moments. Still, Paris loved her. The crowd applauded her courage, her tears, her honesty in defeat. She left Roland Garros without the trophy, but with her reputation stronger than ever. Seedling Wimbledon, grace under pressure. Wimbledon has always been sacred ground for Gauff, the place where the world first discovered her as a 15-year-old miracle. In 2025, she returned wiser, stronger, and more elegant in style. Her serve improved, her volleys sharpened, and her movement on the grass resembled choreography. Her quarterfinal victory, featuring 13 aces and breathtaking defensive sprints, became one of the most shared highlights of the tournament. She reached the semifinals, only to lose a tight battle against Anisimova, her emerging American rival. It was painful but dignified, a match that proved both women were pushing each other to new heights. Fire the North American swing, a season-defining revival. Gauff's summer was nothing short of cinematic. Canadian Open title triumph. She bulldozed the field with explosive energy, ripping serves over 120 miles per hour and winning one of the biggest titles of her career. The final was a masterclass, 0 double faults, 10 aces, and absolute control. Sports channels across the U.S. declared, "This is the Coco America has been waiting for." Cincinnati, the battle everyone talked about. Her Cincinnati semifinal against Iga Swiatek was instantly iconic. Bar chart the stat sheet, a season of extremes. 2025 was a statistical roller coaster. Gauff recorded 6 tournament finals, career-high ace count, career-high double faults, record number of matches played. It was chaotic, yes, but chaos is what makes greatness compelling. Dizzy the legacy of the 2025 season. More than the trophies, more than the heartbreaks. Coco Gauff's 2025 season will be remembered for the fearlessness she carried through every moment. She didn't mask her imperfections. She battled them in plain sight. She didn't walk away from adversity. She confronted it with honesty. She didn't play safe. She took risks that defined her character. 2025 wasn't just a year of improvement. It was a year of transformation. Coco Gauff showed that champions aren't defined by perfection. They're defined by resilience. And as she now looks toward 2026, one thing is certain. The world has not seen the best of Coco Gauff yet. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.